Good morning, live weather blog meteorologist Bob Acanfrio with today's tropical update for Friday, August 6, 2010. We're continuing to watch what has been the comeback of Tropical Storm Colin. Although looking at it this morning, and I'll show you on the satellite picture here in a minute, it looks like the might be going away again. Not looking too good this morning. But anyway, here's the official numbers from the National Hurricane Center. We're at, this is as of 5 a.m., we're at 26.8 north, 67.4 west. Maximum sustained winds 45 miles an hour, moving northwest at 14. So here's the official forecast track. They have it moving west of Bermuda by Saturday night, and then off to the northeast, and then it'll start becoming an extratropical system as it gets near Newfoundland by the beginning of next week, by around Tuesday. Let me show you the satellite picture here. And we can see right here, and you can see, look at what we have again. We have the naked swirl here of Colin. We had that convection, as you saw last night, yesterday evening. He went right under that deep convection. Shear relaxed for a little bit. Hurricane hunters went out there, and wow, they found him all the way up to 60 miles an hour. But then, as you can see last night, that shear started taking a toll again, and you can see the first visible views this morning show a circulation void of convection, and this actually looks very bad right now. All that convection way east, so we'll have to see what we do with this one today. Shear is forecast to lessen a little bit the next 24 to 48 hours as it gets towards Bermuda, so there is a chance Colin will again strengthen, so we'll wait and see if that happens. Maybe later today into tomorrow that could happen, and still a possibility that he could get close to hurricane strength as it gets near Bermuda. They gave it about 30% yesterday. I'd say about 20% today. We'll have to see. Colin's been a fickle system, so we'll see what happens here. Here, looking at the bigger view here of the tropical Atlantic, and you can see we had our system here we are watching moving into the Western Caribbean. Not much time left on that. Finally showing some convection this morning, but it's pretty close to land, so I don't see this developing. Here's Colin, and you can see the little swirl here, even on the colored view here. Bermuda's right here. So it looks like the official forecast track, especially if this stays weak the next 24 hours, it's going to move a little farther west. So I could see something like this. Most of the weather is on the east side, so Bermuda will experience some tropical storm conditions beginning in the next 24 to 48 hours as it passes just west of the island. And they are under a tropical storm warning. Here's another system out here we're watching in the Central Caribbean. Really pretty much disorganized right now. The National Hurricane Center gives us about a 20% chance of development the next 48 hours. A lot of dry, stable air up here. We also have another upper trough right in here. If this does develop, it's going to move this way. It's going right out to sea, so this won't be a threat to any land. So that's good news there. Here's the water vapor loop again. Here's that two little upper lows we've been watching. One near Bermuda, one here just off the Florida coast near Bermuda. Near the Bahamas. And this is what's been giving that shear to Colin. These were really on the way north. They were moving north pretty quickly yesterday, and now they've kind of stalled again, and that's kind of had Colin catch up to this shear. Looks like shear could lessen again as it gets closer to Bermuda, so we'll watch that. Again, here's that dry air, and here's that little bit of a trough starting to develop, a little upper low starting to sink down in here, and this is going to pull whatever is develops over here out to sea this way. Shear, and as you can see, Colin, 20 knots today. Little less shear as it moves north, so it could get into this environment in the next 24 hours and strengthen again, and then it looks more shear thereafter. So we'll have to see what happens to Colin. Upper high over our system in the Western Caribbean, but not a lot of time to develop. And then here's our disturbed weather out here, and you can see a little trough starting to swing down, and this should kick this thing out to sea if it does develop. Saharan air layer, again, a lot of dry air to the north of this system here, so it's to be seen how fast this will develop if it does at all. But wind shear looks a little better. Looks like a little upper high trying to develop nearby it. So we'll watch this system carefully. But again, this one's going out to sea. This one will not affect any land. And here you go, Colin, just showing you the winds around Colin, which way it's going. We have high pressure to its east, trough sinking down across the northeast, and Colin's going to follow this path just like this. And again, latest models on Colin, just to show you this real quickly. This is Clark Evans product, FSU. And you can see, there it goes. Bermuda's right about there, and then off to the northeast. If it does stay weak, you see some of these models, like I said, if it stays weaker the next 24 to 48 hours, it could swing a little farther west and then finally northeast. GFDL model, and this is showing you what's going to happen. This is Saturday night. It brings it much closer to Bermuda and as a hurricane. Like I said, a little stronger system. This system will get closer to Bermuda. So we'll have to see in the next 24 hours if it does strengthen. But right now, looks like it might stay weaker and move farther west of Bermuda. HWRF model, tropical storm near Bermuda, Saturday night. The rest of the tropics right now, pretty quiet. Again, we're watching that system in the Central Atlantic and basically Colin in Central Atlantic right now. The next week, none of the models really show any development right now in the next 7 days on the model forecast. Again, we'll have to watch next week. Things should start heating up. We have the MJO coming back, and I can see things starting to really get itself together by the middle to the end of next week. So we'll have to watch for that. This is going to be my last update until Sunday. I might have another update if I could get back into computer range Sunday afternoon. If not, I won't have another update till Monday morning. I'm out of the loop for a couple days. So thanks for listening, and I will see you all back either Sunday afternoon or Monday morning. Have a good weekend.